do not like this roundabout. This is called Donner's Canal. So an awful lot of trash consolidated right there. I wonder if somebody was living under there. This is just a quick take a look spot, kind of stop. And I definitely did not see anything that made me want to stay, so let's keep going. I'm not aware of the name of the bar ditch that is on our right, leads to a neighborhood right up here that we're gonna have a turnoff for soon. If you were new to this area, this is your first time here, there's a car over there. If this is your first time to drive around, you might not realize that there are multi-million-dollar mansions just on the other side of these trees here going that way. Taking a quick stop to show you something. So I'm still on Woodland Highway, and right here you see the green sign with the arrow. English Turn, that is a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. Lots of rich people live there. Right behind the trailer, look at that. You know what that is? And right here, right at the tree line, and right there at the tree line, that's hog activity. How do I know? Well, I just know. And that's a pretty good indicator that it is definitely hog activity. This little enclave is full of feral hogs. You don't see them as much as you do in Texas, you know, but occasionally you'll see one out here. But the people who live here in that multi-million-dollar neighborhood see them every day. In my opinion, I don't think the hog problem here is bad. And maybe I'm biased because I've been in Texas recently, but that's the first feral hog I've seen dead on Woodland Highway in the last 2 years since I've lived in this area. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. You're probably wondering why I would bother with this. It looks like a puddle, right? This is actually an old borrow pit that's on the side of the river. If you look through the trees, you can see the top of barges. Here comes a towboat right here. You can see its cab. When I first got here, it looked like there was nothing here, but there is fish in here. Just saw something move right there. Not going to be crazy with full of activity until we get started and start spooking stuff, because this is post cold front conditions. Kind of warm, but it was really cold and wet over the weekend. We're in the high 50s today, and we are just around 3 o'clock right now, so we have a couple hours to fish this before it goes dark on us. And something moved right there. So yeah, fish get trapped in here when the river's up, but the river's been down for a very, very long time, and even though we've had rain, this pond still looks drought stricken. It's just disappearing. Even though we've had a lot of rain down here, it's disappearing. But there are fish in here. We'll see what they are. Well, I mean, we're gonna try. We only have 2 hours and we got limited stuff here with us. I'm gonna start off real simple. This is a size 6 Aberdeen. I'm gonna drop shot a whole red wiggler. I think for the most part, this pond is really shallow. The deeper bit of it might be that far bank, but more going that way opposed to over here, because you can see the bottom there. This is supposed to be a really old pond. It's not deep though. Maybe the middle is deep going over that way. Ah, great. Lots of wood in this pond because I have nothing. I just snagged and lost my stuff, so we're gonna go to plan B. Plan B, worm under the float, 2 other rods while we're watching. Since I can't really get to the water's edge, I'm just casually throwing branches like this to step on to allow me to get there without sinking. It works to a degree. Not even a foot underneath the float. About a half a foot. I'm just gonna let it sit out there. I've got a stick here as a bank stick. Let's put that down right there. Add to our walking plank here. And here on one of my bass rods, we have a crack and crawl. There we go, gotcha. Ah, I think that was a gar. Let's see if we can repeat that, and this time not lose them. That will happen a lot if that's what it is in here, gar. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of spotted gar in here. Hard to get a hook up with those. Oh. Thought I was good, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. Oh, I think, oh, whoa, the float just went under. Let's try to get over here without sinking in the mud. Just lay that down real quick. We got something here. Good chance that this is a, oh no, it's a fish, not a turtle. Oh! That was a gar. I wonder if that's about it in here, just some gar. Last time I was here was maybe 3 weeks ago, and I saw mullet jump in and other things. Lots of gar. Gotta be something other than gar in here. All right, looky there. That float went under. Let's see if we're gonna lose another gar here. What do we got? He's coming in funny. I can't tell you what he is. Oh, look at that. Be still. Channel cat. I've been sitting here forever watching fish move around in here like they're just swimming through the mud. Yeah, you're right. That is a very immature channel cat, because you can see the spots still. There's a few spots on them. All right. So I bet you anything, when it gets really cold in this pond right now, these fish wallow down in the mud. We're just going to have to toss them, because no matter what I do, walking there is not a good idea. Just put that right back out there. Bring it just a little closer in. This whole area in front of us, there's a lot of fish moving around. You see them in the mud. They're just kicking up mud. I thought it was all gar. Now we know there are gar in here and channel cat. Might go back to throwing artificials, though that seems fruitless, and we don't have that much time left. It's getting chilly too. I'm gonna go back to the whopper plopper and see if we can get a reaction strike. There is activity out there right now. I'm kind of surprised, but not real surprised, that we're not catching anything like panfish. They were probably in here and got eaten. There were fish moving around everywhere. I think I'd get a strike. Back to the crack and crawl. Time is a ticking. It's going to be dark pretty soon, within about 30 minutes. And there's a little more activity, a little more fish movement right now. But again, it's like they're swimming through the mud. Oh, there's some movement around the float right there. Something swirled. I guess this is one of the cool advantages to standing here right now. It's a Carnival cruise ship. It's just kind of weird, very interesting to see it through these trees. It appears to be higher than we are, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it is, but the river's actually lower than where we're standing. Bigger than life is what it is. It's huge. It is always a mystery when I come to a pond like this, one of these old river ponds. This one's a little hard to get to too. Always a mystery. I never know what fish are going to be in here, what I'm going to catch. Yeah, you're right. Didn't catch a lot today. One fish and missed a few gar. But I tell you, it's an adventure anyway. Yeah, you're right, guys. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.